We're good to go.
Yo, Ron,
What up?
I'm just asking. So let's say you got a chick, right?
Here we go.
You listening?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you got a chick. You've been dating her for like 2 years, shorty, right?
Okay.
So boom, your man come home, right?
Okay.
He was down for like 4 or 5 years.
Okay.
So he come home, he see you with shorty, right? Then yourself, y'all just talking. He said, "Yo, remember the chick that I was telling you about before I went in
Mm-hmm.
that used to top me off all crazy?
Yeah.
That's her.
Okay.
You staying?"
Why wouldn't I?
Expound on it.
Everybody lose they starting point guard at one time or another. You know what I'm saying? Hey, at least I know she wasn't fucking with you. You was gone. That's one less I got to worry about.
So, and now, just to make sure we understand the scenario, and she was one of his. I mean, she was his cum dump.
Yeah.
You saying?
Hey, everybody's been something to somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can see if we was all together at the same time. You said he was locked up, he was gone, he wasn't in the picture. It wasn't like it was back and forth. Hey,
So,
I done did that to somebody, and now hey, they happily married. You know what I'm saying? This is how it go.
Okay, so you sticking with her?
Yeah, I mean, if it's my one, now if it was something else, I might be like, you know. But you said 2 years with a girl for 2 years. I mean, that means I like something about it.
All right, Dre.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I wasn't. I didn't catch the entire thing. So you're saying this is my girlfriend, and
Yeah.
I found out that my homie, used to smash.
Yeah. And now he was gone though, right? So they didn't. Not like she tried to hide it. She ain't know he. But then he came home like, "Yo, bro, remember the chick? Remember the chick I was telling you about?
Yeah,
that's her."
So how don't we know? Why don't we ask questions about who the person was dating beforehand? I mean, we all talk about
bro. She was a cum dump.
Oh, well then, no. I mean, you don't take it seriously, then. It was a come down.
But wait a minute, does any? But wait a minute, but like in the initial point where you meet a new chick, does anybody really care who she was with before?
We don't.
Unless you have intentions like, oh, she's the greatest thing in the world.
Yeah.
What? Oh, you have a mic. Give me a mic. So the thing about that is that is right. But if it's one of your friends, though, that's something different.
It don't matter. It don't matter. I could meet a girl tomorrow, and you might have messed with her. And I ain't talked to you in 4 more days, and like, hey, look, we on date number 3.
Okay.
but I gotta check in with all my peoples. It's like, hey, who you slept with?
No, I don't think you should check in with all your peoples. But this is my man's. Like, I mean, clearly somebody's one of my really good friends, right?
Only something to your friend doesn't matter. That's how I look at it. And then, if that's the case, you should know.
Well, I can. My thing is, I cannot. I wouldn't be able to get that image out of my head. Me personally, right? One of my good friends, one of my friends that I see all the time, and like, because we're going to bachelor parties together. We're going to trips together. We're doing things together, like as a friend group, right? So yeah, I mean, I can't get that out of my head, right?
I don't know. I guess
that's me.
I don't know. Say, I guess we was raised. I know plenty of dudes that I ran across, and we Eskimo brothers. Ain't that what they say? I mean, everybody's emotions is different. So I can't tell you your emotions and how you would deal with something different. I just feel me. If it was a woman that I was really digging, and she was, I mean,
but that's that. Like, yeah, that's a girl that you already know that we just doing whatever, right?
I understand.
We're not taking her seriously. We're talking about somebody we want to take seriously.
But it just depends on how she makes you feel. Everybody is different.
Okay.
Right?
Sure.
Like, that might be the one for you. It wasn't the one for me, but it might be. And once you find the one, hey, that's so if you find it, you gonna say because my nigga hit, you ain't gonna be with it?
Absolutely. I say that absolutely.
Not that she the one. Not that she the one.
Well, no. First of all, I'm gonna get to know the person. I'm gonna be the one. With, first of all, so I'm gonna understand. I'm gonna understand. Like,
we don't get to choose.
You may not know that part about her past.
Yeah.
That's important.
It might not be your friend. It might be somebody else.
It is important. It is.
Yeah, somebody I don't know. Of course, yes. Everybody had a past, right? 100%, but not my close friends. That can't. That
I understand. He wasn't your close friend though. He was in jail for a couple years.
Well, okay. I guess we need to understand it. I guess we need to understand the dynamics of this
relationship. That's what he said, right? He said he was gone, right? That's the key point.
That doesn't mean
it wasn't like y'all was around the corner and he was thinking that you got her and then back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the question was a little convoluted. You need to make it a little clear.
Nah, it's not. It's not convoluted.
Okay.
The question is what the question is.
Okay.
So Ron, you say you stand.
I'm saying.
Without a doubt. No question.
Yeah.
Dre, you said you stand?
No, I said no.
Dre said no.
Tino, what you think?
I've been there before where I dated someone that slept with people close to me, and in the end, the relationship didn't work. It had nothing to do with that, but I'm not saying because I would never want that again. I ain't saying. Oh, I tried it before.
From 1 to 10, how'd you do?
I mean, I did well. That bitch was right.
But yeah, well, yeah. But because of her, because of her, you ain't fucking with that shit again.
I mean, I don't even think it's because of her. It's just like I knew that's not what I wanted. Like I didn't want my wife to be somebody that's fucking with the homies. The person I end up with to be somebody that fucked with the homies.
Yeah,
so I wouldn't want to do it.
What you think, Sean?
2 years of history is hard to not, but
yeah, I mean, you definitely built something in that 2 years. But your man come home in year 2.5.
And she was a cum bucket.
He said this. What he said.
Bro.
Remember the chick I used to tell you about?
Yeah, bro. That's crazy.
See that part you trying to ignore.
What you be?
Your man.
So okay. So what? How old are we?
Let me ask
are we like in our 20s?
Let me go ahead and answer the question.
Like,
let me go ahead and answer
that matters?
35.
The answer is fuck no. Hell no. You're not dealing with somebody your homie came home talk about like that. Ain't no fucking way, because you gotta deal with your homie. Would you want to discredit your homie? You gonna not deal with him?
What's the discredit?
You're not gonna fool with your homie who came home.
What's the discredit?
The discredit is he used to ragdoll her.
It was gone. Now this is the new one.
I mean,
correct. He used to ragdoll her. Now he didn't for a couple of years that he was gone. But now you have her, and he's reminiscing about ragdolling.
So Ron,
every family function, every card party, every.
So
y'all making him an integral part of your life. Like we all old. Like I'm 35. Like I see the homies. How often you see the homies?
So again,
you know what I'm saying?
Like dead honest. So. If that's your homie, he come home, you're gonna have some kind of interaction with him.
Once a month.
Maybe okay, so maybe you do, maybe you don't, right? Let's say you don't, right? But you know because he's now described to you who she is.
Yeah.
So now you got to put that part about her out of your mind and move forward with that. Fuck no, that's not real.
I see it as a. I've been on both sides. I've been the nigga that was like, and I try to treat her as respectful as possible.
Yeah, it takes a great level of maturity.
Yeah, you just. I mean, in life, you just gotta.
I mean, like even when I was with the person that slept with, some of the people that I was close with, like it took a great level of maturity. But like when I was in it, I was in it.
Yeah,
like, I loved that person. But it took a great level of maturity for me to.
I respect.
You just gonna say that fuck that part of my life. I can't do shit else. This motherfucker.
And I knew before we even started the relationship.
You knew.
Yeah,
you knew ahead of time.
Beforehand.
Yeah, I mean that makes a difference then.
Oh no, I'm out. 1,000. I'm out.
Yeah, if that's what I knew ahead of time, I wouldn't do it. I don't think
I
could do it.
I would never do that shit again.
Yeah.
My man come home. He tell me, yo, I used to, shorty, you really into it with. I used to throw all over the place and put it in her head. Come on, man.
Another factor to take into consideration also.
Okay,
no way.
Where do you live? Man? Like where do you live when this
okay, what about what happened?
That matters. That definitely matters.
Okay, what about the other part of this?
Listen, real quick. You distort if y'all all talking. All right, Laurent.
Okay, all talk at the same time.
You knew that?
I know. I used to have a little podcast. You know what I'm saying? Slick talk. You know what I'm saying? Say your favorite nigga over 40. All that shit. You know what I'm
man,
saying?
don't be
Plug. Get my
Slight plug.
All right, Tino, hold on. Let me get Tino. What were you saying?
I said so. One factor that matters that would impact somebody's decision is where you live, also. Because like certain places, like depending on
You live in DC.
If living in DC, like it's too
many. So you saying if you lived in the slim picking area?
Yeah, you lived in some place where you got to import women, like then it's like, well, shit, she been good to me 2 years, yada yada. You might keep it moving.
Yeah,
nice,
Yeah, I mean, I can actually second that a little bit. I mean, from the very small, like it's very incestual. You know what I'm saying? So like everybody knows everyone. So like it's hard to not date somebody that you don't know. You see, that's why I was taking it from.
Yeah,
and we're here.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, we're here. Like it's so much out here. Like you don't have to settle for something the man's had, right? But like I said, in a rural, like we talked about earlier today, like a rural, desolate area where there's not many, young Black professionals. Because I mean, I think that we're all going to settle for our own kind. All right, and it's not a very huge pool that we can choose from.
So you saying if you were in a small pool, you might consider it?
Still no.
So, well, how about this?
No, exactly.
How about this though? How about you?
We are men.
How about you, the guy that came home,
men,
and you to see your man with this chick? Is you really gonna say something? Because I wouldn't say nothing.
Yeah,
that's how I am.
That's your man.
Well, I wouldn't say. What am I saying for?
No, you kind of have to say something.
What?
If that's gonna continue to be your homie.
Yeah, but I don't have to say it now. I can assimilate. I can let all of us assimilate back into it. You know what I'm saying? It don't have to be like, I come home and the boom, that's the I used to smash.
No.
What good does that do?
So I understand
if you happy and this and that, and then you and her is like, oh, we not messing with each other. It's something that happened in the past.
I understand.
Why we got to muddy the water?
I understand what you're saying. They continue a relationship. If you come home,
you got it.
Let's say you the one that come home.
No, you really don't have to.
No, you do.
You my man.
Absolutely.
Why?
Absolutely.
And you ain't say nothing.
Talking between me and you, and we can possibly. Over like something that didn't matter
because like honestly, both people gotta say something.
No,
you my girl, you gotta.
If there is nothing between us that will ever.
Whoever got a problem with the person,
but you said you looking at it as malice as opposed to life. We here for, how many people we done ran across, and we go to everything. That don't mean nothing to us.
I get it.
Do relationships matter?
Yeah, if it was a relationship, but if it was somebody you smashed, you was like, okay.
No, what I'm saying is the relationship you got with your man.
Yeah, it matters.
So you would say something, right?
Maybe.
What?
That's wild. Nah,
maybe
because my relationship with her didn't matter, but the relationship between him and her matters. So I'm gonna protect that.
That's why you would say
because my nigga's happy.
Yeah.
So why would I throw a monkey wrench to something that might not make him happy?
So then, if you find out years later that actually happened, you won't feel the type of way about
that?
That didn't say that.
If there's truly nothing between them, right? And now if I still want to smash her, if she still, that's something. But if I know the situation and she knows the situation, she over here, she happy, he happy, we cool.
Yeah. So let me ask you this. A woman that you're with who let a man dog her like that, or do whatever. I'm gonna say dog her, but let a man treat her like that, right?
Treat her like what? Sexually?
He said, "Cum bucket, bro."
Yeah,
but this is the thing about it. Every woman is allowing you to dominate her. So how she? So now we kink shaming like.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
I mean,
yes, we are. Because that's reality.
I mean, because nobody would be able to be with the chick I was with. Because them are the type of things I like.
I mean, that's your thing. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. But every woman isn't built the same way. Every woman isn't built the same way. So if you have a perception about your woman, and it turns out to be different because of somebody she's dealt with in her past, that you have a history with, a relationship with, a friendship with, and he tells you, no, she is very different from what you know her, right?
Yeah.
You don't think he owes it to you to explain that, or she owes it to you?
No,
you think you can just keep rocking after that?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm just built there because if there's no relations. The only thing
You
that
have
would
no,
threaten.
you have no
Only thing
indication.
that would threaten
You
me
have no
was-
indication of what she was in her past, right?
It doesn't matter what she was in fact, because it can be, cannot be, long as they don't have a relationship. That's the only thing that matters. Long as they don't have a relationship. Just because their relationship was different than our relationship, that's how it is with everybody.
So, question, Ron, you wouldn't care if neither one of them.
Long as they don't have a relationship, no.
So you just would want to be not in the know.
Depends on how it was, yeah.
Again, so you bring more caveats to it.
So
but I mean, I okay, because I can't tell somebody to worry about my feelings when I wasn't even around.
It's not about your feelings. It's just about the transparency. I said it's not about feelings.
I mean,
so let me ask you this. Let me ask you this part. Right? Let me ask you this part. If
transparency, she was to tell you, just being transparent and vulnerable about her past, if she was to tell you, hey, I used to get tossed around everywhere. I used to let niggas do this, X, Y, Z.
That's different.
Why?
Now, how you got
that's different.
Everywhere, and as opposed to you having a person.
Okay, let's different. Let's make it specific.
Right? That's different.
Let's make it
everybody
specific.
got a person. Somebody deal with somebody 6-7 months, whatever. Boom, boom. Cool. Y'all comfortable?
If she were,
they do it to you the way they like.
If she were to say explicitly in graphic detail, the same way your homie would have explained it to you, you still gonna be with her?
I mean, we don't need that. Make it hard. That make it hard for you to swallow.
Oh, okay,
but the principle, you got to be a person of principle, right? If you're gonna be a person of principle, like the details, they make it hurt, but the principle is still the same, right? Because if you go ahead and tell yours, I used to. You got 20 that match the story, right? It's just because it's this one that make it a certain different way to you.
Huh?
What? No, she's telling you about this one person. This may be that one person that did that one person. But he got 20 other stories of the exact same thing. So which one makes it worse? The 20 that he had or the one?
I mean, this is my friend.
But I'm saying
you smashed
it's a pattern, right? If your girl was out here doing it, that's a pattern.
Oh, you saying it matters more if she was smashed?
People was engaged before. People was married before. Like you're not gonna knock a divorcee that's your girl that because she had a husband and they was making OnlyFans videos and stuff and she was popping.
So your thing is that like
you know what I'm saying?
So your thing is like the relationship with the person that she was with doesn't matter to you, whether it's your homie or at all. It doesn't matter at all to you.
Well,
I mean, that could be
the relationship is solid because I feel some. If you have been with my woman and you my man's,
correct,
and you like, I was with her, but I got my girl over here.
Correct.
That was right. That's one thing, but it's a different than you, my man. You like, right? That's a different thing. I'm talking about true friendship, right? Mm-hmm. I'm not talking about all the in between stuff. You want to be with this woman, and you really want to be. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about like this the everyday run of the mill stuff, right? Because if we're gonna get down, if I'm gonna break up with a woman I've been with for 2 years, it's gonna be on something. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be as she said. We're gonna have a conversation about it.
I think it's the way him prefaced it, man.
Yeah.
Because like you can have the conversation where it's like somebody smashed the homie, but like that ain't what he was talking about. Like, that wasn't what he was talking about. Like
he said,
like the one he's talking about, the one that. When you back, he comes back after 15, 20 years, and y'all sitting in the church talking about, y'all remember how we used to drag her? And like, bro, that was all. You can't even lie and say that wasn't like everybody's worst fear.
Yeah,
like,
that was
back. You go in their hometown and everybody just looking like he just don't even know.
Yeah,
like he don't.
Because we think about that. Like even when we're doing, it's like like I mean, at least I did. Like 20 years down the road, I'm doing this with this girl, like. She gonna be somebody's wife at some point in time,
definitely.
Right? And if they come back home,
somebody think about that. You think about that?
I did. I had.
You was thinking about what she was gonna be.
I had a conscience. I had a conscience.
Hey, you gonna do it to a PWI? Well, last week.
Well, no, I mean, because. All right. Because
it's real now.
The reason I think about that because I think about mine too, because I can be in the same exact situation because I'm moving to a totally different area as well too. So I can be that guy on the other end. So how am I going to look?
When everybody just looking at
correct, exactly. How am I going to look when I'm hometown and like, I'm boo boo the fool.
That's very different as opposed to you knowing who your homie was and him giving you details.
It is.
That's very different.
It is. It's very different. No, it is very different. I'm saying the conversation kind of.
Because you don't know what you don't know.
I don't know.
So Ron, final thought on this.
Oh, you want me the final thought?
Yeah, because you've been double dutching this shit.
So. Oh, I ain't been double dutching. Final thought is you gotta be comfortable in your own self, and if you really care about if a chick been with one of your dudes, you be like, hey, these are my peoples. You know any of these people? check me out, right? If you really care, if it really matters to you, right?
I think
because if something really matters to you, protect it, right? You get car insurance because you like your car, right? You get house insurance because you like your jewelry and all that in your house and your walls. So you know what I'm saying? Protect the other walls.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna say it's hard. It's gonna be hard to let that shit down. You can't unsee shit, and that's